Hello students, how are you? Now in the previous video we have studied about the electrical properties of solids, that is insulators, semiconductors and conductors. In the today's video we will study about the magnetic properties of solids. So today's topic is magnetic properties of solids. Now magnetic properties, magnet, north pole, south pole, and attracts the other magnets, other conductors. So we'll study about this magnetic property. Now if you see at the microscopic level, each atom causes the magnetic field because of the each electron present in the atom. Now electrons are the charged particles. Now when the charge particle is moving, it is associated with electric field as well as magnetic field. So each electron has its own magnetic field and behaves as a magnet. Now movement of electron. Now each atom behaves as magnet due to movement of electrons. Now electrons have two types of motion. First is the orbital motion around the nucleus of the atom. Second is the spin motion around its axis. Now suppose this is the nucleus of an atom and there is an electron is revolving around the nucleus. Now when the electron is moving, it is associated with its magnetic field. So orbital motion of electron around the nucleus. Next is the electron is spinning around its own axis. Now these two motions of electrons, they generate a magnetic field. Now each orbit of electron is supposed to be a loop. We are talking about the orbital motion. Now this loop of electric current act as a magnetic dipole. Now suppose this is a nucleus, electron is revolving around this. Now when the electron is revolving around this, a magnetic field is generated and the magnetic moment mu m, it is given by I into A. A is the current and A is the area of the loop, and this gives you the magnetic moment. Its direction is perpendicular to the area of the loop. Suppose this is the area, the direction of the magnetic moment is this. Now this, it is calculated in Bohr magneton. One Bohr magneton is equal to 9.27 into 10⁻⁻24 ampere meter square. So this is the magnetic field of one electron. Now in the solids there are number of atoms and each atom has number of electrons, and the magnetic behavior of the solid is the collective magnetic behavior of all these magnetic field generated by electrons. So on the basis of the magnetic properties, the solids are classified as following types. First is the diamagnetic solids. Now these solids have only paired electrons. Now you know that each orbital contains two electrons which has opposite spin. So in the diamagnetic substances, the solids have, this is a diamagnetic substance where these are orbitals and each orbital has a pair of electrons. So all the electrons are paired. The magnetic moment of each electron is cancelled by its pair. Hence the resultant magnetic moment of this substance is 0, and they are weakly repelled by external magnetic field. Weakly repelled by external magnetic field. And also this diamagnetism is unaffected by temperature. Temperature does not affect the diamagnetic properties of the solids. Example of diamagnetic substances are sodium chloride, potassium chloride, titanium oxide, vanadium pentoxide. These all are diamagnetic because all the electrons are paired in the diamagnetic substances. Now, second type of solids are paramagnetic. Paramagnetic solids, they are weakly attracted by external magnetic field and contain at least one unpaired electron. Now this is the representation of paramagnetic substance, where these are the paired electron, but these three are unpaired electron. Now the magnetic moment of this electron is cancelled by its pair, but these electrons have their magnetic moment is not cancelled because they doesn't have a pair, they are unpaired, so they have a net magnetic moment. Now the examples are VO2, Ti2O3, we have NO, oxygen O2. It is O2 is also a paramagnetic, we have studied in molecular orbital theory. Third type of solid is ferromagnetic solids. Now these solids, they are strongly attracted by external magnetic field, and they show permanent magnetism even when the external magnetic field is removed. To understand the behavior of ferromagnetic substances, now we will study in terms of magnetic domains. Magnetic domains. Now each solid is grouped into small parts which are called as magnetic domain. Each domain act as a tiny magnet where the orientation of the electrons are in the aligned or in the same direction. Now when a solid it comes under the area of external magnetic field, these domains starts aligning. So this is the spontaneous magnetization of ferromagnetic solid. Now these domains are randomly oriented, you see. Now when we place it in a strong external magnetic field, these domains starts orienting in the same direction, and in this figure all the domains are in the same direction, and all these magnetic moments are add up and giving a strong magnetic field. Now even if you remove the external magnetic field, they behave as a their magnetism is permanent and they behave as a permanent magnet. Now, on the basis of this, there are paramagnetic substances which are strongly attracted by external magnetic field. Now you can represent the ferromagnetic substances like this. These are magnetic domains. All are oriented in the same direction. Now this ferromagnetism, it is a temperature dependent property. Each ferromagnetic substance has a characteristic temperature above which it acts as a paramagnetic substance. Now this temperature is called as Curie temperature. Curie temperature. The temperature above which ferromagnetic substance becomes paramagnetic. When a ferromagnetic substance is heated above the Curie temperature, the alignment of the domain becomes randomized and they becomes paramagnetic. Now examples are iron is a ferromagnetic substance, cobalt, nickel, CrO2 chromium oxide is also a ferromagnetic substance. Now next type of magnetic property is antiferro. Antiferromagnetic solid. Now in this, the alignment of magnetic moment domain is in the compensatory way, that is the orientation of domain is in such a way that they cancel out each other. So magnetic domains are oriented in parallel and anti-parallel directions in equal numbers. So these domains, they cancel out the magnetic moment of each other, so giving rise in zero net magnetic moment. Zero net magnetic moment, that doesn't mean that they are diamagnetic. They have the unpaired electrons, but their magnetic moment gets cancelled each other. So this is the representation of antiferro magnetic substance. You can see here I have shown 10 arrows, out of which 1 2 3 5 are in the upper direction and 5 are in the lower. So parallel and anti-parallel, they are in the equal in number, and this is the example of antiferromagnetic substance, representation of antiferromagnetic substance. Example is MnO. Manganese oxide is an example of antiferromagnetic substance. The next type and the last type of magnetic property of solid is a ferrimagnetic. Now the magnetic movement of magnetic domains are aligned in parallel and anti-parallel directions in unequal numbers. giving rise to net magnetic movement. Now, in the antiferro, parallel and antiparallel are in equal numbers. Ferrimagnetic, parallel and antiparallel spins are in unequal numbers. So here in the ferro there is zero net magnetic movement. Here there is a net magnetic movement. Now this is the representation of ferrimagnetic substances. There are parallel and antiparallel spin, but they are in the unequal numbers. Here 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are in the upper direction and 4 are in the lower direction. So they are an unequal number. So there is a net magnetic movement, and they are the ferrimagnetic substances. The example of ferrimagnetic substance is a ore of iron, magnetite, Fe3O4. So these are the types of magnetic solids, magnetic properties of solids. Again, to summarize, diamagnetic substance contains only paired electrons. We have paramagnetic substance which contains at least one unpaired electron. Ferromagnetic substance, they are the paramagnetic substance, but all the magnetic domains are aligned in the same direction. Ferromagnetic, antiferro, parallel and antiparallel magnetic domains are aligned in parallel and antiparallel in equal numbers. And ferrimagnetic substance, the parallel and antiparallel alignment of magnetic domains are in unequal numbers. So these are the 5 types of magnetic substances. We will continue in the next video. So thank you very much for watching.